it was just so scary. I've never gone through anything like this before. It was scary for my kids, them seeing me cry. They started crying. It was just a horrible night.
Hey all, I'm Anna Rumor with PopCulture, and today I've got with us Anila Sajja from Married to Medicine to talk all about the new season. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, last season was wild. There was a lot of tension. Where were you kind of at mentally, emotionally when filming for season 9 started?
I was ready. These girls, we've been hanging out. I've become really good friends with almost everyone in the group. So I was excited.
That's awesome. I know you and Toya kind of like had your little makeup in the reunion. Did that stick? I mean, where are you guys at?
Yeah, so we hugged it out at the reunion, and we're very cordial with each other. We're good. We're definitely taking baby steps to get to a better friendship. So yeah, I mean, we've it's been a slow process, but it's been good.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that everyone is like kind of doing well. Are you the only person who's kind of in a good place with everyone, or is it just love and hearts this season?
I mean, there's definitely ups and downs throughout the season. There's friendships that are getting mended. There's some that are getting kind of broken. So you will see a lot of that. And, some that kind of go through, different issues. That's kind of how friendships are, right? They're up and down. So you see a lot of that this season.
And what about the new girl, Audra? She's joining the group. How'd she kind of fare? What'd you think of her?
She's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
She's young. She's good energy. She's really positive. She's smart. I love her. We clicked right away. As soon as we met, she's just chill. She likes to have fun. She's very similar to me with that energy. And so I've really enjoyed her.
Oh, that's good. Okay, good. Because joining the new group, it's tough. And I wasn't sure about the dynamic there.
No, I think she fit in really well.
That's good. Well, and I know while it was kind of love and hearts for you, it was also kind of traumatic season. I mean, you finished this beautiful dream home, then there's this break in. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened and how it affected you?
Yeah, it was really scary. It was just like a random Sunday, and we were just running errands, and we came home, and my daughter and I were just going upstairs, and she actually kind of noticed things that were not normal. And I initially was just like thinking, oh, it's maybe my son left the door open or something.
Right.
But then we started seeing like cabinet doors open, things just like everything just pretty much ransacked. And so that's when, I called Kiran. He came upstairs, called 911. They told us to get out of the house because we didn't know if they were even still in our home. And so, the cops all came that night. A detective came. It's just so scary. I've never gone through anything like this before. It was scary for my kids. Them seeing me cry. They started crying. It was just a horrible night. So it was hard. It was very hard getting through it. I mean, I had to leave the house for a couple of weeks because I couldn't be there. That home was like.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, how have you kind of worked through that to get back to where you're feeling okay being home?
So I took like about 2 weeks off from being at my house. And even when I came back, like the hardest place to come into was my closet because they ransacked it. And I had to like wait for cleaners to come. I got cleaners really to come and clean it up because I just couldn't step foot in this closet that I'm in right now. But you have to just kind of move on and move forward, and this is supposed to be our dream home. We got 50 million cameras everywhere. Yeah. So I feel a lot more safe with the cameras. I feel like there's always somebody in our house, so I just feel safer in that way. And, we have a good alarm system. And so I just, feel safe with all those things. And you got to move forward.
Right. And did police have any luck, like finding who did it, or was it just like?
No, we're still kind of investigating it. We do have a PI, working on the case. And so it's still under investigation. So hopefully, there's little things that they are slowly kind of finding. So hopefully we'll come to some kind of conclusion.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious, on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Dorit also had, that break-in her house. Have you guys communicated at all or shared stories back and forth?
No, we haven't, but I did hear about that, and it's so sad and devastating. I think camera was able to catch, right? Or
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the support that you got from like the other ladies in your group?
Yeah, I mean, most of them were very supportive, which I was, they were calling me every day, like, the good friends in the group that I have, literally every single day calling me, seeing how I was doing. So I got great support from my close friends in the group.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, and at the end of a season, kind of looking back, was there anything that you are like looking forward to watching back, or anything that maybe you're going to tune out for that episode you're not going to watch back? Maybe the break-in.
Probably the break-in I would not want to see.
Yeah.
Like, not ever again.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be devastating to see. But there's some fun moments. There's some really good trips that we took. I'm excited to see the premiere, which is, our housewarming party. And a lot about our culture and stuff. So that's going to be really fun to see. So yeah, I mean, there's some really good fun times that we had. So yeah, that's a devastating thing that happened during our season, but a lot of it is a lot of fun. And
well, that's so exciting. Was there anyone like at the end of a season where you were especially close that you're like, I can't believe that that's where we are now. I can't believe we've made it this far.
That we've gotten closer.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Quad and I have gotten really strong with each other. Like, I mean, we were good friends last season, but this season I feel like we really bonded and we became really good friends. Like, you'll see that through the season. We're like sisters, we're really tight. Toy and I go through some issues, but we definitely mend towards the end. Heavenly and I are very close, like surprising. Like everyone thinks she's like a messy girl, but she's actually very warm, and we talk almost every day, and we have a good friendship.
That's good. I feel like she needs someone on her side this season because it's looking a little rough for her. Well, I am super excited to see the rest of the season. The premiere was great. I got to tune in. So thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.